All right. October is officially here. October is officially here, man. We got week 4 game reviews. We got Mark coming in. He got the college football. He got something planned for me today. We got missed the episode with the college football news, man. So please excuse us as we apply the pressure right here on sports to talk about.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Lift this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my I got bad intentions.
All right, man. The pressure is on today, man. We thank you for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are right now watching us. We are the Riddle Sports Podcast, and we will be your entertainment for the night as we will break down all the games from week 4. And the show is sponsored by SeatGeek and Bonfire. Get your concert tickets at SeatGeek. Use promo code Real2Sports and get $10 off any purchase, $250 or more. And Bonfire, also the official home of the Riddle Sports t-shirts, Riddle Sports store. And we have Riddle Sports t-shirts and hoodies. If you click on the link in the description box below, man, get your t-shirts and your hoodies. The joints is fire, gold standard, and I have the reggae color. Everybody know they love reggae. So click on the link in the description box below. Oh, y'all deal with me today. I'm a little tired, but nevertheless, man, I am the showstopper, the headliner, the main event. Well, y'all the main event. Speaking of main event, they are here, ladies and gentlemen. They are here. The champs, the two champs. Fly Eagles Fly Steel. The Kelly Green. Fly Eagles Fly. Representing the one-time Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. He is the pride of Philadelphia. He's Philadelphia's favorite son himself. He is the Philly G.
Yes, sir. You already know. We Philly all the way, baby. All the way down to the clocks, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. But look, we 2-2. It's going to be all right. Bye week. Hey, we're going to come out strong week 6. We ain't worried about it. We 2-2, baby. It's all right.
Yeah. What's up, Rockstar Rock? What's up,
yes,
Rock?
Sir.
My dude,
Rock.
my dude, Rock. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we will have Rockstar Rock back Saturday. We miss you, boy. We miss you. Gotta have you back, my dude. Last but not least, I got the day one. He is the pioneer of this establishment. Been here since day one. The man has more episodes than anybody on the show, and I don't think anybody can catch him. Ladies and gentlemen, he represent the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He's Oklahoma State alumni. Okay. We'll say 3-time Super Bowl champion today.
Not this week, huh?
All right, take a rain check on that. All right.
He was like, nah. He was like, yeah, just go ahead with the Raiders stuff.
He's the wrestling trivia champion, ladies and gentlemen. The very talented Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, y'all? Happy to be here. And for all my Raider haters out there who are expecting me to be down in the dumps, having a breakdown over this Devontae Adams situation, hey, good players come and go, but that shield would always be there. And as long as that shield is there, I'm gonna be a lifelong Raider fan. So let's go, Raiders. We gonna
Let's
turn it
go.
around. It ain't over yet. Let's
The
go.
Raiders. The Raiders. Oh, I forgot. Philadelphia's favorite son. I forgot. The Riddle Sports NBA trivia champion. I gotta put some spec on that name. Three time. Three time, Philly G. All right, man. Thank you guys for being here on this Tuesday night, man. I know everybody just getting off work, eating dinner. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all probably eating on some good old food right now, looking at us do our thing tonight. We're not going to be for you long because we know that you have to go to work as well. So let's get this thing started, man. But before I get things rolling, you know how we do on the Riddle Sports podcast here, you know, got to pay respects, man. We lost a great, great legend, Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo just passed away recently, man. By at the age of 58 years old, he had brain cancer. Man, growing up, one of the greatest moments was 1995 when the Denver Nuggets was the first team to be 8th seeded to knock off a number 1 seed, man. And they knocked off the Seattle Supersonics that year in 95. That's a very iconic moment, seeing Dikembe Mutombo hold a basketball on the ground. The Nuggets back then was trash. But you know, they was 8th seed and they knocked out the Seattle Supersonics. They were the first team to knock off a number 1 seed in the playoffs. And Dikembe Mutombo, man, one of the greatest shot blockers of all time. He'll be very well missed. Overall, great player again, man. It's kind of shocked me seeing it, man, because I'm like, whoa. I remember he played for the Hawks, and his nickname, we just called him Deke.
Mm-hmm.
And man, Deke
And then
was
he
something
got
else up
traded to
there.
the Sixers.
Yep. But he got manhandled by Shaq. He couldn't handle
Yeah,
Shaq.
everything but the chip. I advise everybody to
Yeah,
go watch that
yeah,
documentary.
yeah. He couldn't handle Shaq, bro. Shaq was just too
Nah,
big. But
too much.
you know, he was doing that. No, not in my house. There, the kid made tumble. He got dunked on by Jordan, but that's
But no
neither here nor
team
there.
that
Hmm?
we've had has come closer than the team that we had with Mount Matumbo. Thank
Mount
you.
Matumbo.
We
That was
miss
his
you.
nickname.
And
Yeah,
RIP, man.
man. R.I.P. to a legend, man. I swear, man. That killed me right there. But
Yeah.
again, man, the kid made Tumbo one of the greatest shot blockers I've ever seen, man. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Him and the King Elijah one, but I take Deke. I take Deke over the Dream, man. Oh man.
And
Legend,
host,
58 years old. Yes, sir.
gotta say one thing as well.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if
Yes,
this
sir.
is already in your notes, but
Yes, sir.
as we all got hit by the Kimbe's loss, like him passing away, Philadelphia took another loss yesterday. Um, Pete Rose passed away.
Pete Rose, he did. Pete Rose,
Yeah,
good. Yeah. Pete Rose.
may he rest in peace
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, yes, sir. Charlie Hustle. Charlie
Yeah,
Hustle, man. Pete Rose was a hitting machine, bro. He
yeah.
was a hitting machine. Oh man, I didn't get to catch Pete Rose as a player, but man, from things I hear about him, man, he was the truth. Also, while we giving our tributes, man, also want to say condolences to the people of Western North Carolina, who over this past weekend, um, we had a hurricane come through North Carolina, man, and
Yeah.
devastation on Western part of North Carolina over in Asheville. Oh man, it's a sight to see,
Sad.
man. And you know, I was out there yesterday, uh, and just seeing the homes being smashed by just man, it's just chaos, man. Just seeing homes smashed by big trees in the road, man. People lost their houses. It's just tragedy, man. We Philly G as well. We on the more eastern. Well, me and
Yeah.
Mark right in the central. Philly G is east, and you know, so we didn't. We got the rain and the wind and stuff like that, man. But man, Asheville really got devastated, and
Like
man,
we had
just
tornado warnings at,
yeah,
at the worst tornado warnings, but what happened out western is
It's just crazy, man. This morning I can see it on 40 because 40 shut down. And man,
Yeah.
the city of Greensboro, all the cities is getting together to go to Asheboro. They're probably right now as we speak, rescuing people and trying to rebuild that city back up, man. So Asheville, North Carolina, you in our hearts. Condolences, man, and pray that you guys have a speedy recovery and a rebuild. A rebuild is definitely coming soon and fast, man. So shout out to Asheville, North Carolina. All right, man. This is college football time. College football time, man. Y'all know he about to bring it. Y'all know he about to bring it like he always do, ladies and gentlemen. We got college football from Mr. Episode, and it's called On the Mark.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? What's going on?
I remember
it's
that,
Tuesday. What's going on, Rock? It's Tuesday, so y'all know what that means. Welcome to another edition of On the Mark, the part of the show where we kick things in a high gear and bring you the latest and greatest from the world of football outside of the National Football League. So without any further ado, man, let's get into it. We're going to start things off in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. A story broke out last week after the show about former UNLV starting quarterback Matthew Sluka. He had led the Rebels to a 3-0 start and then all of a sudden decided to redshirt and sit out the rest of the year due to some controversy with his NIL deal. He was promised an NIL deal of $100,000. He said that he only received $3,000 of it, and apparently, despite being undefeated and being in play for making the college football playoff, Matthew said, "I'm out." He left the team, and they had a game on Saturday, and people were curious to see how they would respond, and respond they did. UNLV laid a beat down on Fresno State. They win their game 59-14. Hodge, Malik Williams, shout out to him. He's a transfer from nearby Campbell University, North Carolina. He balled out, man. He went 13-16, 182 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air. He also had 119 yards on the ground and a touchdown there as well. So business as usual, as they say commonly in football, is next man up, and UNLV kept on trucking. So they're looking good. They now moved to 4-0, and they're looking like they're at play for one of those bids for the college football playoff. So we'll see how it goes. Next game up, man, a game that meant a lot here locally, especially with everything going on out west with the hurricane situation. We had Duke and UNC, the football version. And if you're a UNC fan, man, I don't know what to tell you, dog. UNC blew a 20-point lead. They fall to Duke. Final score 21-20. The victory bell is going back to the Bull City, back to Wallace Wade Stadium. A lot of people are calling for Mac Brown, the head coach, to step aside. I disagree with that. I think they're just going through a rebuild, man. They had 2 back-to-back franchise quarterbacks, and they're trying to rebuild. They're down to their 3rd-string quarterback this season due to injury. So
that's why I'm so happy fans aren't in control of that type of stuff, bro. Like, stop.
But Mac is still one of my favorite coaches, so I know he'll keep North Carolina relevant and turn that situation around. But shout out to the Blue Devils, man. They play football too. They're not just a basketball school, and they take down their arch rival. Now, before I get to this next game, so I know somebody's about to pop in the audience, I promised y'all last week Bama and Georgia was going to be a thrill ride. It was going to be a back-and-forth slugfest, and you did not want to miss that game. The first half made me look like a fool. but the second half was excellent. So after Alabama got out to a 30-0 lead in the first half, I ain't gonna lie, I started channel surfing trying to find something else to watch. That game was putting me to sleep. Then in the second half, Georgia was like, all right, let's make it interesting. So they started to come back. They take the lead late in the fourth, only to have their hearts broken again by Jalen Milroe, the quarterback from Alabama. The Crimson Tide hold on. They beat Georgia. Final score 41-34. Jalen Milroe had 374 freaking yards through the air and 2 touchdowns through the air. He also had 2 touchdowns on the ground. And that performance was so darn good. Alabama moved all the way up. They leapfrogged Texas. They are now the #1 ranked team in the country. Now, moving right along, they want to host.
Sound like a roll to me, baby.
Roll Tide! I don't care about nothing but the Tide!
Speaking of a roll, want to host favorite college football coaches, primetime Deion Sanders. Man, he got the Buffs looking real good. Man, they went down to Florida, and they put a shellacking on the Central Florida Knights. Colorado comes away with a victory, 48-21.
Hey, Colorado, beat a dog.
Here you go, Aiden.
BYU. BYU. No, he's right. BYU. I don't know, though. I didn't know about that.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, bro. All I know is their last game of the season is Oklahoma State, so pray for me. But Shadur Sanders from Colorado, he went 28-35, 290, and 3 touchdowns. But the star of the game really was Travis Hunter. You name it, he did it. He was catching touchdowns. He was getting interceptions, making plays on both sides of the ball. He got an interception late in the game and ran back to the camera in the back of the end zone and hit that famous Heisman pose. So it'll be really interesting to see if he can claim that trophy and become only the second primarily defensive player to win that award next to Charles Woodson. But for my money, he is without question the best player in college football. But I do have to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm curious if Coach Prime's haters are going to play a big enough role to prevent Travis Hunter from getting that award. I hope that's not the case, but there's a lot of people out there that don't like the flamboyance.
I say give him a fair shake. It shouldn't depend on his coaches, how people feel about their coach, but give him a fair shake for it.
I agree, but the same people that vote for the Heisman are some of the same people that, were petty and kept Terrell Owens out of his rightful place in the Hall of Fame. So
very true.
We'll see how it goes, man. You know how it is.
Probably be him and Ryan Williams.
To close out the scores, man, this was a wild game. It had my full undivided attention the entire night on Friday. I'm talking about Virginia Tech and Miami.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is I'm not a draft expert. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hype this man up. But Cam Ward really showed me a lot in this game, a lot of franchise quarterback type intangibles. And what I mean by that is the dude had a bad game turnover-wise. He threw multiple interceptions. He fumbled the ball. Virginia Tech got out to an early lead. But Cam Ward did not flinch. He had short-term memory loss, and I mean that in a positive way. And he went off late in the game in the fourth quarter when it mattered most. He went 8 of 11, threw 2 touchdowns, and helped Miami come away with the 38-34 victory. But the ending was controversial. I cannot lie. So Virginia Tech had the ball in the last seconds of the game, and it started off as a Hail Mary. And ironically enough, because it's featuring a team from Miami, it turned into the sea of hands. A bunch of players went up for the ball. Somebody came down with it. At first, it was a Virginia Tech player. Then a Miami player walked away with the ball. We had no idea who made the catch, whether it was a touchdown, interception, incomplete. We did not know. Replay looked at it, and replay said that it was a incomplete pass, and therefore Miami won the game. But a lot of people in Blacksburg are kind of protesting that because they feel like their guy came down with the ball. If you go on social media, that play is everywhere. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, we're at the finale. Y'all know how we do things around here. It's time for the beatdown of the week. Now, last week, I gave a beatdown. It was a pretty lopsided score. And my main man, the host, my Raider brother, he basically no-sold it. He brushed it off and was like, yeah, they scored 17. They tried. I mean, basically shrugged off my beatdown of the week. I can't lie, I took that a little bit personal. It got me in my feelings a little bit. So I made it my mission to search far and wide for a beatdown of the week, especially for the host. And gosh darn it, I think I found it. We're going to the high school level, ladies and gentlemen, on up to Richmond, Virginia. We had the Manassas Park Cougars taking on the Armstrong Wildcats. The score at halftime, gentlemen, 63-0. That was at halftime. That's not the final score. That was just at halftime. The final score of the game, Manassas Park 0, Armstrong. And I'm going to let Host reveal the score. Host, what was the best era of NBA basketball in your opinion?
Oh, 90. Oh, damn. Huh?
Yep. Armstrong High School, the Wildcats, beat the Manassas Park Cougars by a final score of 90-0.
Yeah.
Now, that is your beatdown of the week, and gosh darn it, it might be the beatdown of the year. How you like me now, host?
90-0, bro?
90-0 is the final score of that game.
So, Mark and host, this will probably be the second time in history of the podcast that I've done this. But I'm going to head out, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Whoa, wait,
That is
bro.
terrible.
Mark, bro.
Yeah, man.
One more time. One more time.
To make sure it's real.
Right. Who
Armstrong Wildcats, the final score, Armstrong 90, Manassas Park 0.
Damn. Well, their scholarships are paid for. Whoever was a part of it. I'm like, damn.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You fucking
Yeah. That's all the mark for this week. Back to you, host.
That school shutting down tomorrow.
God, 90-0.
That's crazy.
I had to get you. I had to. And I texted host on Saturday. I was like, bro, I got something for you on the mark.
You did,
He
bro.
went all the way to high school. But that shows, like, you know, college football was competitive this past a little bit. But he had to go all the way to college. High school.
It was some scores in college football that I didn't get to bring up because I wanted to make sure I was going to knock host socks off of this one this week, bro. I was not going to have him no-sell me 2 weeks in a row, bro. I was determined. I'm like, nah, I need something worse. I had to find the worst I could get.
But that's crazy, Mark. Like, no matter what level it is, you gotta admit that's crazy, bro. You get 190 points. They program is over. They're no longer putting money into that. I would have went straight to baseball. Yeah, you don't return all the pads and stuff. Y'all getting y'all refunds for your money. Coaches, you're fired.
I didn't even get 90. Okay.
90.
Thanks, man.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Yo, how you even have confidence to even sit there and play somebody? They shouldn't. I mean, after 63, bro. I mean, is that
could have gave up at halftime?
I mean, it's no high school like rule, like mercy rule or something like that. Like,
no,
nope, they finished the game.
63-0. I mean, I'm not coming back.
But think about it, if they would have came back from that though, then you'd be talking about a 63-63. That would have been more insane too. If they would have came back in the second half and scored 63 straight unanswered, and then one off of a safety or something like that, 65-63, that would have been crazy.
It would have. But I had to make sure I got host this week, bro.
Well, you got me.
He tested my gangster last week, bro. I had to get him.
I tested it, and I trespassed. Or damn, television tuber.
What's going on?
Oh, Seattle, man. That's what's up. He said, I see the Eagles hat, and gotta say, I hope Philly hosts a Super Bowl soon. So Philly's own Will Smith, Boys the Man, can perform at home like Dr. Dre Kendrick did Hey, I'm with that, bro. I'm
I'm
with
with
that.
that. As long as Will
It would
Smith don't
definitely.
smack nobody.
What's up, Seattle? That's
I was gonna
crazy,
say that's
yo.
definitely gonna be a family friendly halftime. So
Yeah, it is facts. It got to be,
Hmm.
bro. You talk about the
ain't gonna
word
be no
back.
complaints there.
Yeah. What you talk about? What's up? That's what's up, man. Seattle. Hey, man, we
But
appreciate
We
you
honestly,
appreciate you.
and
though,
your comments, man. We appreciate you on that chat, man. We appreciate you, man. You just tuned in to what Philly Mark got for you tonight. Seattle is in the building. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I ain't never been to Seattle. I do want to go to Seattle one day, bro. I want to see Key Arena. I want to see it.
Duh.
I want to see it, but it's legendary, bro.
what do
Legendary,
they
dog.
use it for now, or is it
I have
still
no clue,
like
bro.
I think that's where the Kraken play. I could be wrong, but I think that's
The
where the
Kraken
Kraken
play there?
play. They're gonna use that.
Oh,
I
I
thought they
think.
had their own stadium?
that's Russell Wilson team, right?
I yeah, him and Marshawn. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
on
could
that
again. I
team.
could be wrong, but I think that's where they play.
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
Ron.
whoa, whoa! Y'all just said that so
Like,
casually.
how do
They're
you
part
bullshit,
owners.
man?
Yeah.
He ain't bullshit.
I did not know
They
that.
they
Yeah,
invested in the
Russell
team.
Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson. He on soccer team.
They
Yeah, they
smart.
do. They beast,
They
beast,
smart.
beast.
I mean, Kevin Durant is a part owner for the Union. Probably why we can't
Oh, is
win
he?
shit. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's good to see, man. Seattle's in the building. Seattle. What time is it over there? Damn,
It is 4:37.
1:37
What?
over there. Wow, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rock said the WNBA Seattle Storm played Key Arena. Bam! They keeping it alive.
Oh,
They keeping it
okay.
alive, baby. Yeah, they keeping
I
it
mean,
alive. That's what's up. Key
Seattle
Arena, man.
Storm.
That's a historic, man. It's a historic place.
Yeah, man.
They be bringing
Yeah,
some
They
money.
don't know about the rain, man. They
yeah,
don't know
don't know
about that
about it.
Shaw
That's
Kemp one.
cute.
That Shaw Kemp, Gary Payton, one of the
Hurry
greatest
up, boy.
finals of all time against the
What's he
Bulls.
talking about, man? Yeah, they gave the Bulls. They gave the Bulls that work. They gave the Bulls that work, but you know how the
You
outcome
see how
Bulls
is. It
still,
is what
excited
it
he
is.
gets
Bulls
talking
still
about the
got
90s
away.
basketball?
I know, right? That 90s, boy. That 90s on the chain. That 90s on the chain. All right, man. Mark, you got me. You got me, man. You got me today, bro. 90. We're going to put that up there in the Hall of Fame as the most for right now. Holy smoke. Holy smoke. That is crazy.
I had to
That
do
is
it to you,
crazy.
dog. It's all love, though.
Yeah, you got me, big dog. You got me on that. You got me on that one, big dog. Oh man. All right, man. I got some scores, man. We're gonna get the scores and the reviews here. We're gonna break this thing down real quick like a Swiss Army knife. That was corny. Swiss Army knife. That was corny. What do you think?
Gonna let you live,
What are you
host.
thinking up there?
You,
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
call,
I mean, yeah.
you called your own thing corny, so nobody else said anything.
Oh, yeah, that was corny. I booed my own self. All right, start this thing off. We had an NFC South division game. It was between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Philly G, think about that game.
Honestly, it was a great game. It's a divisional game. It's supposed to happen that way. But damn, the Saints, bro. Did we take their soul last week or something like that? Like, bro, like, what is going on? Young way, not what Shannon Sharp said. Shout out to Young, but not what he said. Young Wei Koo is a freaking legend in Atlanta's history, bro.
That's a fact, bro.
But man,
that shit barely got in there, but he got it.
I can't really say either team looked bad. They both look good. It's just mistakes. It came down to that. And Atlanta, I say mistakes, man. From what I seen, I had to go off of that. Like mistakes. You can't keep making the same small mistakes and then expect to win a game here and there.
That was stupidity on behalf of the Saints, bro. Why are you running a quarterback
nice.
with Derek Carr 3 straight times when you're trying to win the football game, bro? Like,
yeah.
oh boy,
that was bad.
That
That
was
was
stupid.
bad.
Division Super. Definitely great history at the Key Arena, which is now the Climate Pledge Arena. I did not know that. Had the honor to play Michael Jordan in the '96 NBA Finals under that roof. Got to have NBA Sonics return.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Wow, that's a fact, yo. I like his history.
Hey, you want to
96,
challenge to the
baby.
NBA Trivia Championship, my friend?
Philly G. Philly G. 96, bro. That was a great year, bro. That was a great year.
Don't come in here like T-Rock and think you already had it, and then you got something else coming.
They gotta have. I agree,
Oh,
man.
boy.
I think they should bring back the Seattle Sonics, man. I think they should bring it back, yo.
Second
With that.
highest.
Philly G, you froze.
Jesus Christ.
Philly G, picture froze.
Oh,
All right. You good? Huh?
what were you saying? Like,
I was going to the next game. What
you
got?
sound far. Oh no, my bad. You sounded far, and I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You good? Yeah, your picture froze, but you good.
I'm
You
good.
good. You good. Next game, man. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals winning. They defeated the Carolina Panthers 34-24. Mark, is the Bengals back now, or are they getting things back together even though it's Carolina?
I would say it's Carolina. It's a good way to like finally get your first win. You see what happens, Cincinnati, when you don't talk a lot of shit before the game, you actually win.
Facts.
But yeah,
Good
they got it. Like Q Dog said on Saturday, man, they got to prove it to me again.
True. That's a good point taken. Just shut up and play. Play on that. I agree on that. Next game, this is to me was a sleeping pill. The Chicago Bears defeat the Los Angeles Rams 24-18. Like I said, it was a sleeping pill. Wasn't too much to say about this game. I seen a couple turnovers here and there, but that game was it wasn't really too much to talk about. Very dragging. Nothing spectacular in this game. But the Bears got to win. It's something that they need right now. They desperately need to win. And god damn. But the Rams 1-3. The Rams are 1-3, and the Bears go 2-2. Next game we got the Minnesota Vikings. The red hot Minnesota Vikings. They improved to 4-0 as they defeat the Green Bay Packers 31-29. I'm going to take a swing at this. Philly G.
I'll go ahead and take a swing at it. An old school NFC North game.
Big rival.
Just two division rivals slugging it out. Shout out to Jordan Love, who put up 31 points in fantasy this past week. Had a monster game, but it just wasn't enough. And Devon, if you're out there, you need to believe. I've learned my lesson, and you're going to learn yours. The Vikings are for real. That catch by Justin Jefferson was phenomenal. Sam Darnold looks like a damn Pro Bowler, impossible MVP candidate. The way that he's slinging the rock. That's all I can say about that game. Is go ahead, Mark.
You can jump in there, Mark.
Man, I'm happy that Q Dog, gets to live to fight another day amongst the ranks of the undefeated. But boy, he almost choked that game away, dog.
Oh yeah.
That was Brian Flores, man. What the hell happened, dog? You really let them legitimately come within 2 points of y'all after y'all had a 31-point lead. That's not the kind of stuff that's going to win you a championship.
28-0.
They were.
And Green Bay almost came back on them. That's between Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, man. I salute y'all for y'all season. Y'all done a hell of a job. But you're not really going to get far in the playoffs to be able to win a championship giving up leads like that, man. You got to be able to put teams away. So
yeah, you got to be able to put teams away.
I was going to be quiet, but I'm going to say this about Green Bay. You got to give Green Bay their hands up, man. Hands down.
Yeah, for sure.
Dudes, they persevered, man. They were down 28-0 for them to come back and just closer. I mean, if they had a few more minutes, man. I mean, they scored a touchdown in 4 plays. That's insane. Like that was insane. That was good. And shout out to Matt LaFleur, man. Oh my God, man. You talking about the play calling? I was impressed with the Green Bay Packers. I know they lost, but you got to get them some. You got to get them some props on that, man. They played really. It started off real stagnant, but man, you talking about second half, man. They came out with a ball of fire, and it all started with Jalen Naylor missed that punt return, and then the momentum swing back around, man. And man, they was on a mission. Shout out to Green Bay.
I think
Packers.
Jordan Love also realized, Host and Mark, Jordan Love realized, I'm Jordan Love. I can go out here and ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
he
threw 3
picks, bro.
horrible
Terrible.
picks, but you wouldn't. But for the people that didn't watch the game and watching at home, the Real 2 Sports Podcast, the best podcast in the world, in the nation.
Know it.
For those that didn't see that game, you wouldn't have known that. If T-Rock didn't say that, you wouldn't have known that, the way that he played that game. He brought it back.
Yeah, he brought it back, bro. I was impressed with that. That was good.
And I think the motivation also, hosting Mark real quick, was we're the home team. F them. We at home. Forget what they got going on. Let something happen to where we get the motivation on our side. That's motivation going into it. When Naylor missed that punt, oh yeah, this is the hole. This is the hole that we needed.
Next game, man. Rock, I'm sorry, bro. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they lose to the Houston Texans in the AFC South Division game by a score of 24-20. Jacksonville is now 0-4. Now, Mark, do you go ahead and make the decision to leave Trevor Lawrence on the bench and bring in Mac Jones? What do you do here with Jacksonville?
I know they lost, and I know there's no such thing as a moral victory, but that was the best game they played all season. They got off to an incredibly fast start.
They did.
I
thought they was gonna win, bro.
I did too. Like, they punched Houston right in the mouth, right out the gate. They came out swinging, and you always gotta love that, especially when your team hasn't been winning all year. To come out with that kind of fire is definitely a testament to the fortitude in that locker room. So hats off to them. Really, they had the game won up until they left C.J. Stroud too much time late in the fourth, and C.J. did his thing and got Houston the game-winning drive. So, like Q-Dog always says, I keep bringing him up, he's the OG, it's a division rivalry game. Those games are always kind of crazy, and I think if Jacksonville plays them again in Jacksonville next time, they can keep that same fire that they had this time in Houston. Might be a different outcome next time they fight. So we'll see.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. The Texans are 3-1, and again the Jaguars are 0-4. Get it together, Jacksonville.
I would say if you go 0-5, that's when you start thinking about putting Mac Jones in.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
My famous words: 5 weeks. That's why I'm not panicking. It's only been 4 weeks.
I agree with you on that.
It's really been only 4 games. It's a whole lot of games to change. No matter what your record is right now, you could be 0-4 like the Jags. You could be 1-3. You could be 2-2 like the Raiders and the Eagles. I don't care. The rest of the season is how you determine what you're gonna be and what you want to be. You know.
Trying to hit that button bad.
No, all they need is the annual London game. And that's normally when they turn things around when they go overseas. So.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. That might be. I wouldn't wait that long, depending on when it is, Mark. But I agree.
So, I don't know, bro. It's something about when they play in London.
That's true.
They just come out of the cocoon at that point.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's very true. I agree with you.
Like I said, depending on how late that is in the season, you don't want to wait that long.
Yep.
You know, at best you want to go 9-8.
Yeah,
At least 9-8.
Shit. The team that Mark hates. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, man. Jacksonville Jaguar. Rockstar Rock. He said we are 0-4 and we played Miami at full strength. So Titans win yesterday It's flawed, however. We are losing due to coaching. Trevor played a good game. Due to coaching. Trevor played a good game and didn't turn the ball over. He said, we got the Colts. Then we got our 2 games in London.
I got 2 of them.
You got to win these 3, man, in that case.
Yeah.
You got to win these 3. You got to win these 3.
Yeah.
You got to gain some ground. At least going to buy going 3 or 4 at least.
If that's their motivation, I'm hoping that that's the Jags' motivation, because like I said, we haven't seen that fire yet. The fire that they had last year or the year before, you're not showing that, man. You're not.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, they are no longer undefeated as they lose to the Indianapolis Colts, 27-24. Shout out to, Anthony Richardson goes down. We don't know what's the diagnosis. I think it was a hip injury.
Like Bradshaw said, Shane Steichen, you're an idiot. And I love you to death, but you're an idiot, bro. You don't. I didn't mean to cut hosts off, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. You don't put a player back in there, and Tua is a perfect example. You don't do it. You feel me?
I agree with you on that.
You
don't do it.
Joe Flacco. I didn't even know they had him until they put him in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I put that on Coach Steichen, though, Coach G. Because at this point, respectfully, the head coach can't control whether the quarterback makes smart decisions when they're out there on the field or not. Anthony Richardson has learned how to protect himself, because quite literally it's like either you show flashes of great potential and then get hurt, or you have an incredibly bad game, throw some insane Will Levis interceptions, you lose, or you again come back, show flashes, and then get hurt again. Homeboy needs to settle the hell down. He's like a bottle of Diet Coke with a Mentos dropped in it, just all over the place. Rein it in, bro. Cut down the interceptions and find a way to stay healthy so you can have a long, prosperous career. Because if not, keep it hot with you, bro. You fumbling your bag right now. Because if you keep getting hurt at the rate that you're getting hurt, they ain't gonna give you a second contract, no matter how talented you are. But that's just
very true. Very true, Mark. Very true.
I would say just become a pocket passer at that point, then. I'm not saying be like anybody else, but become a pocket passer. You're gonna have to be.
You could.
I'm not saying, on certain plays you just gotta run. You're a running quarterback. That's what you do. But I'm saying in those cases where if nobody's open, throw it out. We're not really seeing what they see.
Yeah. Stop trying to make chicken shit.
There you go. Because then you're gonna end up.
You don't throw it in a triple coverage at the freaking goal line, bro. I thought that was common sense.
No, I'm not saying that. Now, at that point, you go Geno Smith on it. You throw that bitch out of the end zone. You know what I'm saying? You throw that bitch over to everybody. In that case, you do that. If there's no holes there to run, don't do it. What happened? I didn't get to
That's
see.
another good point, bro, Rod. I don't trust the 1 year starter in the NFL, man. I don't trust him.
Me neither, bro. It's just like in basketball,
Basketball is different. You can be one and done and turn out to be alright, you know what I mean? But football, no.
The Broncos.
Oh my God! Here we go.
The Broncos, they defeat the New York Jets by a score 10-9. Mark? I know, right? Speechless.
They had so many opportunities late in that game. In the fourth quarter, they were driving down the field on the plus side of the 50 and just could not get the ball either in the end zone or the kicker missed a damn field goal. It's literally like the Jets are trying to intentionally avoid winning that game. I know that's not what they were doing, but you got Aaron Rodgers and a boatload of weapons on offense. You keep getting turnover on downs. You're getting stupid penalties on the offensive line, and your kicker can't hit a field goal. Bro, I'm sorry. barring them like going on an insane run to like maybe the AFC title game, Robert Sala's as good as gone in my book, dog.
Oh yeah,
it ain't no way he get
I
brought
don't
back.
understand why they ain't put a plug on him yet. I don't get it, man. Like, why ain't
and then to
put a plug
freaking
on him?
blame Aaron Rodgers' cadence at the post game press conference. What the hell was that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Cadence.
Bro, they went far left with that.
It's not Aaron. It's the same problem in another city that I'm not gonna name until the game comes up, but it's the same problem. It's the head coach. You gotta, I don't know, man. I don't know. There was a fire. It's like the Jags. There was a fire, and now there's not. You have Aaron, who's bringing his own fire to it, because you won what 2 straight games up until this point, right?
My concern though is like looking at the long term future of the Jets. You talking about potentially having a new head coach. You have no young franchise quarterback on your roster. Aaron Rodgers ain't got but a few more years left in him at most, if not this year, and then that's it. So really, all you're going to have is a great defense, maybe a rookie quarterback, and who knows who's going to be calling the offense. And I feel bad for Trigger, bro.
Gonna be pissing in the wind, but I said within these 5 weeks he was gonna be on the hot seat. I don't disagree with that because I've been saying it. He's gonna be gone too, but these are guys that have been on the hot seat probably since they walked in.
I'm gonna say this about the Jets though, real quick. That let me tell you something right now. Kicking 3 field goals is not good enough because now next game you had the Vikings. You had the Vikings next game. They are chomping a bit. Say something. Aaron Rodgers going to have to get it together. The Jets going to have to get it together. Nathaniel Hackett going to have to get it together. Robert Saleh going to have to. What's his name? Olbrich, the defensive coordinator. Everybody has to be on board because this Minnesota Vikings team they are vicious, and I'm pretty sure, man. If you don't catch them, they're gonna end up putting up 40 on them on the Jets. And
I say more.
What that's gonna be a super embarrassment on Aaron Rodgers.
I'm glad you mentioned that, host. I'm glad you mentioned that because I didn't even think about that. Nathaniel Hackett, bro. You're calling a game against a team that just fired you, and the best you can get out of it is 9 points.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are you calling?
There's no motivation.
Why wasn't the offense fired the hell up to show out for their offensive coordinator the same way another team did in a later game? Because when that former head coach went to play his old team, they put a beat down on them boys. Won't even close.
But
Nathaniel Hackett can only do 9?
But Hackett called a great game against the Patriots.
I mean, respectfully, anybody can call it.
That's a division game. I expect you to call that game, correctly. That's a division game. But I get what Mark is saying.
Worse, but it's a little better.
This is the team that fired you, talked shit on you, and then came into your house. I won't even say that they took your wife and all that because they didn't whoop their ass. But they came into your house and scored 1 more point than you did. You play the Vikings like that, I'm telling you now, we are going to be talking about a game like Miami had last year. They're going to boat race you.
Hey, respectfully, if he flames out in New York, I really doubt we're going to hear the name Nathaniel Hackett in the NFL again, bro. I'm sorry.
You won't even hear that name in the USFL or the UFL. I said USFL. UFL. That's how bad it is. You got to bring up another damn thing that ain't even existing no more to where he can actually,
He might be able to go up to Canada.
He can't. No. I was just about to say that. Can't even win a damn Grey Cup. Nobody wants you.
Canada took Johnny Manziel, so why not?
Johnny. I love Johnny. Outside of him going to Texas A&M, I love Johnny. So don't do that to me, Mark. Please don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Johnny Manziel has the fire that Nathaniel Hackett doesn't. Compared to an offensive coordinator, even the drugs he had more fire. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
I gotta fire up. My bad.
Yeah, you gotta fire it up, bro.
You got me on that one, man.
But Philly G.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here goes the cold water. Stop the music. Stop the music. Got the beat.
You know what happens, Philly G, when you get hyped up like that? You know what
Yeah.
happens, Philly G? You know what happens when you lose the Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by the
Again. Bad
score
again.
of
Again.
33-16? You know what happens? Do you? My pen.
Jesus Christ.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Made the list. You just made the list.
Oh yeah, y'all are on the list. But
You fucking
again, the
marks.
Philadelphia's
All right.
the Philadelphia Eagles they lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 33-16. So yours, Philly G.
I know Mark wants to say something. I'm gonna let Mark go ahead and go.
That's all you.
If
Well, I
that's
mean, go
okay.
ahead.
I mean,
Go
like,
ahead. Okay.
I
All right,
know Mark wants to say something.
Mr. Mark.
Just lay it on me,
Um,
Mark. You're my best friend in law, man. No homo. Stay over there.
I want to give Philly a pass because they were without their star weapons.
Because
So
I'm
what I
not.
have to say, what I have to say isn't so much a shot or like a shoot promo, but just speaking honestly. I truly believe that the only way Philadelphia can turn things around is if they fire their head coach because there is a clear and obvious disconnect between the head coach and the rest of the team. Um, the reason I say that is because this team has no fire and no motivation. I feel like the only reason why they showed it last week in New Orleans was because of, like Philly G said, the extracurricular activities that New Orleans players and the fans were exhibiting. But outside of that, man, I
They
just don't
barely.
understand. Like you have Jalen Carter in the middle going up against the offensive line that the week prior had given up like 5 freaking sacks to Aiden Hutchinson and the Lions, and you guys couldn't pressure Baker Mayfield at all. And I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm not saying it has to happen, but just food for thought. Recent history has shown the Philadelphia Eagles, no matter how much of a franchise quarterback you are, no matter how much the city loves you, when they feel like it's time to move on from you, they have no problem doing so. So I would just put it out there is a thought. Why don't you call up Indianapolis and work out a trade to send Jalen Hurts back to Shane Steichen, who was able to unlock the best version of Jalen Hurts we've ever seen. You guys get rid of Sirianni, maybe get Anthony Richardson or some other young quarterback and start over again. Because the Eagles have shown,
Oh,
recently when they went from Carson Wentz to Jalen Hurts, they can make that transition seamlessly from franchise guy to franchise guy. So I would maybe think about doing that if the situation between Nick and Jalen can't be resolved. But there is something going on there, and he is just bringing that team down, in my opinion.
Okay.
thank you for that, Mark. I was hoping that you wouldn't have watered it down though. Like, just be real with me. But no, seriously, I appreciate that. I'm sure host feels the same way. But dog, I'm not gonna be up here and get emotional. Y'all know me as a diehard Philly fan, but I'm gonna just say this right now. What's going on in the Eagles fan base is ridiculous. I'm questioning people's loyalty to the team, but I agree with most of the shit that Mark just said. I don't agree with the trade part. That part I feel like you got wrong. I would say trade Nick for Shane Steichen.
Mm.
Anyway, we get our offensive coordinator back, and then we get our fire back. But you know, I want to blame Nick, but it's everybody, man. And we're not gonna sit here and blame injuries. Hell no, you only missed three starters: Lane Johnson, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith. But you know what's even crazier? Why I don't feel bad like where we're at because I feel like we're gonna get better. I don't even feel like we was gonna beat the Bucks anyway with that healthy team. I know that sounds crazy. Even though I had picked us and said whatever, that don't matter. We're reviewing this game. Fuck what happened in the past. This is now. The Eagles just, I don't know. I thought the implosion last year couldn't have been possible this year, but it seems like we're going in reverse from last year. We're imploding now possibly get better as the season goes on. So that's why I don't feel bad. But as far as this game, we'll start with Tampa host. I know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to get
You
on
good?
something.
You good?
I'll start with Tampa. Tampa's always played us tough no matter what era it is in. Tampa has had our number for quite a while now. Ever since we beat them last season in the regular season, they've beaten us in playoffs. They destroyed us again this past weekend. It's just baffling, but they're ready. They got Todd Bowles. They got one of the best coaches in the game. And then Jalen Hurts. We'll hop on him. We'll go over to the Eagles now. Tampa Bay, good job. As far as my birds who I know, like the back of my hand, I hate press conferences. I hate when players say, "Oh, I know this and I've been trying to do this." No, you haven't. You've been bullshitting. Jalen Hurts sat up there and said, "Oh, I've been doing better with blitzes." No, you're not. Because every time you got blitz, what happened? You got sacked. You damn near lost the ball. And it's just pressure. Offensive line looked terrible. Lane Johnson missing has nothing to do with it because everybody sucked. There was pressure coming from everywhere. And then you got stuff going on off the field. Devin White's liking Tampa Bay posts and stuff like that. If you want to go back to Tampa, we'll be gladly to send you back. I'm just over it. We're going into the bye week. I'm over it. We're 2-2 out of the 4 games we played. But y'all gotta have some type of fire, and that's what I've been saying about other teams. But as far as this team, thought I wouldn't do it again, but here we go. Y'all
Oh,
need to fucking wake the fuck up.
it's true. I wasn't gonna say anything, but Lane Johnson is it's a critical part because I mean one of the best offensive linemen.
He's critical,
Um,
but he's not gonna be a reason why we lose games. We
no,
lose
no, no, no,
games
no.
because we suck.
Well, I wouldn't say suck. I would say this though, Philly G.
Host,
There's no for what I seen with the Eagles, especially in the Brazil game. There's no fire. And Lane Johnson and Jason, those guys was the nucleus behind that hype. Even when y'all had the dog mask on or whatever, that brought excitement to that team. That team is something
but
about
that
that.
was a different
But
team.
they're totally
You
different. Wait
want
a minute, they're totally different than financial though. They're totally different. But you can't. You're not going to be home all the time. And
no,
financial, the place rocks. That's one of the loudest stadiums in the National Football League. But my thing, okay, so you want to find Nick Sirianni? I like Nick Sirianni, but I'm on the outside looking in.
I
I'm
do
just
too. I like
I like
him,
Nick. But okay,
but
so
I
now
think it will be best for the team.
okay. So have you thought about this? And I know he's not a fan favorite, and you're going to the district host is going to come home. But why not call Rex Ryan?
Fuck no. He's not his dad.
No, but let me tell you something. What Rex Ryan will bring? He will bring fire. He will bring that fire out of like he did with every team that he's been on. From fucking the Jets, we brought out of the mud and took him to the AFC
So
Championship game, and then he went to Buffalo. They was really trash, and he
you
brought
know
them out.
what?
He
Brought
brought
them
them
to
You,
the
out of that.
playoffs for the first time since the
That's right.
90s.
That's right.
right, but you know what's crazy? We already have an idea of who it's going to be if we fire Nick, and it's
Yeah.
crazy to even say this. It's Bill Belichick.
Mm.
And that's
Belichick.
the craziest thing. Yes, it's Bill Belichick. He said that he would be open to that as well. So it's like if we do fire Nick, we already know who our number one person is that we're
It's
going to talk to.
Again, Belichick like putting a hat on the hat though, because it's like it's nothing.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
saying that it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm not saying it would be a good idea because we've seen how it went without Brady. But you're talking about a player that practiced with Brady. He talks to Brady. He gets advice from Brady.
Mm-hmm.
It, I don't know, but as far as Nick Sirianni, he hasn't had a losing season. He's been to the Super Bowl, even though we failed to win it. I want to fire him for the best of for the what's best for this team. We want to do what's best for the team, right? At the end of the day, we want to do what's best for the Philadelphia Eagles. If firing Nick Sirianni is what we have to do, then that's what we got to do. Also, another point, then we're going to be done with it. He needs to let Kellen Moore play, like call the game. These plays, this shit that's going on is the same shit that we seen last year. There's
That's gonna
no
be
way
interim.
you see that with a new
That's gonna be
offensive
interim.
coordinator.
That's gonna be interim coach. Be fine. Be fine. Somebody
Like,
gone.
I just, I'm beyond it, bro. Like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm all over the place, but yeah, it's just, I'm gonna end it on that, bro. Like, Nick, either we get it together or Nick is gone.
Yeah, just come out of the bye,
Period.
man. I mean, you're still 2-2 and still early in the season. Just come out of the bye.
That's what I'm saying. Come
Make
out the box
make
swinging. We play the
yeah.
Browns at home.
Yeah, maybe you need to do
Like,
like
come
us and
on.
make a team. Talk to the team. Maybe sorry, talk to the team meetings. Air some stuff out, man. But it's critical now because the Eagles
Bring
right
Brian
now,
Dawkins with him then.
right now the Washington Commanders is soaring right now. And speaking of the Commanders, they just smashed the Arizona Cardinals 42-14. Oh my God, Mark, man, Jaden Daniels
All,
with you.
all I'm
Like,
gonna say is, man, shout out Cliff Kingsbury. I've always felt like he is at his most deadliest when he is an offensive coordinator. We
Yes,
saw it in
sir.
college with what he did with Johnny Manziel. We
Yes,
saw what he
sir.
did with Caleb Williams, and we're seeing what he's doing right now with Jaden.
Yeah.
Jaden could not have lucked out any better and gone to a more
Yes,
favorable
sir.
situation in Washington because he has such a great, not only organization around him, but a great quarterback coach in Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Dan Quinn showing why he's a defensive mastermind. He held Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. in check. Didn't really let James Conner run all over them. So shout out to
Yeah.
Washington. That was a flawless game all the way around for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to him. Cover four, Dan Quinn is running a cover four, something that he didn't do in Dallas. He cover four, and that shit is off the chain. Like Washington is a whole nother thing, man. I'm beginning to be a fan of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, they playing good football, man. Good football. Good
Mark
football.
isn't a fan of what he said earlier.
I feel you,
No,
bro. I feel you.
I mean, I'm happy for Coach Kingsbury and the people on that team, but the organization can go to hell.
Yeah. I ain't talking about that. Yeah. They just playing good football. Brian Robinson, oh my God. Take my money, man. Them dudes are doing good. They're doing really
Roll
good
Tide, baby.
all day long. Next game,
Mhm.
the San Francisco 49ers smash New England
Mhm.
Patriots. This was coming. We seen this one coming a mile ahead. 30-13, 49ers, Philly G.
Man, where do I start? They made a few mistakes, but they recovered the ball very quickly. I can really say that about the
Right.
49ers. That pick by Fred Warner was crazy. As you
Oh,
say, off the chain about
off
defenses.
the
The,
chain.
I know the Patriots are an NFL team that sucks right now. They look like the team before they won 6 championships. But listen, they're still an NFL team, ladies and gentlemen, and y'all got dog walked. Like
Yeah, they got dog
it,
on
it
the
wasn't
bird.
even it wasn't even a fun game for them. Like you looked at them on the sideline, they were just sitting there like,
They ain't even look
and
back,
then the
bro.
49ers was like, yeah, bang bang, Niner gang.
Nah,
Like,
facts.
bro, it was going crazy. But
Those cats didn't even look
49ers,
back, bro.
bruh.
Jesus
And I think
Christ.
they're gonna be good without CMC. CMC can take the rest of the year off. I think they're gonna be good.
I think so.
He can go.
Don't,
He
don't
can
let
go.
Devontae hear you say that, bro.
He can go to Cancun and chill out, rest up for
I
next year.
can
Like
see that.
he's taken care of, man. Jordan Mason is wild, but yeah.
I can see that. I definitely see that. Mark, you want a little bit before we go?
Nah, man, it ain't really much to say on that one. Philly D covered
It
it.
sure ain't. It's a massacre. I, Mark, no, I go back to Philly G on this one. The refs, they beat the Chargers 17-10. The referees strike in. They win. 17-10. The referees are now 4-0. 4-0. Minnesota and the referees are the only two teams that is undefeated now in the National Football League. So, Philly G, the refs and the Chargers. What do you got on that?
Host, man, I just couldn't believe the Chargers, bro. Y'all got up 10. I know it don't seem much of a lead on the Chiefs, But come on, y'all were up 10-0. Y'all were doing well. Y'all were taking the ball away, and then you
Yeah.
let Xavier Worthy get in the goddamn game.
Yeah, you let him go. You let him go.
Shout out to Rashi Rice. I pray that you have a speedy
Oh,
recovery. What is believed to
nasty
be a torn
injury.
ACL. I blame Patrick
Jesus.
Mahomes, but much like Christian McCaffrey, you go ahead take the year off. You're gonna probably have a ring at the end of the season
Bro,
anyway.
that's a nasty
Um,
injury.
you know, I I just don't know what to say. Like as far as the Chargers, as far as the Chiefs, what else is there to say? Like Travis Kelsey wasn't involved in this game and they still won, and
Yeah.
it was questionable calls here
Yeah,
and there
as
when it
always.
even seemed like that the Chargers was gonna pull away and win this
As
game.
always.
There's a holding call. Well, where was the holding call?
Yeah.
There was passing interference the other way, but you're not calling it down the middle, and that's
Right.
the problem.
Right.
I'm waiting for the Chiefs' downfall, but
Me too.
move on to the next game, man. This
Me
is
too.
just ridiculous.
Moving on. Moving on. Next game. The Las Vegas Raiders came out victorious as they defeat the Cleveland Browns 20-16. Takeaway episode.
My takeaway is I'm so happy and thankful that I have Antonio Pierce as a head coach. And the reason I say that is coming off an incredibly bad letdown the week prior against Carolina, it would have been very predictable for the Raiders to come out flat against Cleveland, and let Cleveland, run roughshod over them. But they didn't. They came out motivated. They were fired up. They had the passion and intensity all game, and they made plays when they had to win. Shout out to Patrick Graham and the defense for getting the win. Obviously, with the news that came out today, it's a little bit bittersweet, to be honest. But if anything, this game kind of gives hope not just to the Raiders, but also to the Raider fans. Like, even if we don't have Mad Max, even if we don't have Devontae, as long as we start Alexander Madison over Zamir White,
Been saying that.
AP will have that team fired up and ready to go. So I'm gonna ride my head coach. I believe in him, and I'm happy to have another victory in the win column for the Raiders this time.
Glad too, man. Perseverance, man. I'm glad. We had practice squad guys on the defense, but they held it together, man. The Raiders. That's why I love that team, man. Because at the end of the day, that team has shown me, that you can still win without, and the perseverance they always have, man. You gotta love it. Exciting. They give you a heart attack. They will. They give you a heart
Yeah,
attack, man.
don't we know it?
Yeah, give you a heart attack, man. But we're the persevere. We're the persevere, man. Proud to win. Now on to Denver. On to Denver. On to Denver.
I
Cause
wanted
they.
to add something,
Oh yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah,
could.
brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Congratulations to you both. And
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna be honest. I was looking at that game and I'm like, yo, the Raiders look like they're gonna win this game. But it seemed like the Browns kept coming back. They kept coming back.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
And
It's tough.
I need y'all to put on a milk carton because this man's been missing. Amari Cooper, wherever you've been at, bro. That was one game you could have showed up and you didn't.
I
And it was
expected him
because
to
of the
go off on
Raiders.
us.
I did
I
too. I thought he was gonna
expected him
break
to
out
go off on us.
right.
His former team. He did have a huge freaking play, but he got called back because of the penalty by Cleveland. Like he
Yeah, and
he
that was
tried.
another thing.
Oh yeah,
It,
yeah, he
it,
got
it
caught.
wasn't.
I was like, oh god, I'm glad he got called
Watson
back
was
because
getting
he was close.
very heated in that game. And I
Yeah,
kind of
no
figured
protection.
then, yeah, but I mean, when you got the well, in my opinion, when I think of the Raiders, I think of defense because that's what
Yeah,
y'all made y'all names off of.
yeah,
You're gonna face somebody. Oh, Max Crosby's not over there. We'll be fine. When you got bum rush the way that you did, yeah, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a long day for Watson.
that's a fact.
It's gonna be a
That's
long
a
day.
fact.
And shout out to Alexander Madison. You are on my fantasy team. I need them to start you because you are better than Zamir White, and I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zeus is close.
Zamir's running style don't fit our scheme.
Z-
No,
Nah, Zeus is close though, boy. He was breaking. I was like, what? I thought he was going all the way with it, boy. But it's all good. It's
I
all
thought he
good.
was
It's
too. I was
all
about to be
good.
pissed because he was on my bench this week.
I was like, all right, man. This is the Sunday night game. Sunday night game. The Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens has ended the Buffalo Bills' undefeated streak by the score of 35-10 in this one. Mark?
Um, the Ravens played smart football. They played tough defense and fed Derrick Henry,
Yep.
as they should. Philly G, I see you getting close. I'm not gonna give him any credit because he did not do anything to impress me in this game. So
Derrick Henry?
don't.
Oh no, no,
No,
this not for you. This not for you. This not for you.
Lamar
you
Jackson?
talking about me?
This is for Lyric. All that
Oh,
shit you was talking. This is for
oh,
Lyric.
okay. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But to be honest, to be completely honest with you, I'm not all the way surprised that Baltimore beat Buffalo because again, Buffalo is in a similar position that the Chargers are in. They just have a better quarterback. The quarterback still has to have guys to throw the ball to,
Absolutely.
and that no-name receiving room. I don't say that disrespectfully to Buffalo, but that no-name receiving room really needed somebody to step up and emerge and make plays. And Josh Allen needed them in that game, and they couldn't do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I think if they had a dog, like the one that wears 17 for Las Vegas, they might be able to do something. So,
Yeah.
Larry,
Mhm.
give me a call.
Okay. No,
I
man.
think,
Philly. Come on,
honestly,
Philly.
Mark, I think that's what they're gonna do. Now that you mentioned that, they're gonna go out and probably try to get Devontae Adams. They need
Yeah,
it. They should have never. I know that he's a diva at times, but they should have kept Stephon. Seeing that game,
no,
I was like, they should have kept Stephon.
nah, bro.
He cooking over there in
They,
Texas,
they, they
man.
made the right decision getting rid of him because, like,
Yeah,
again, I don't mean
he
no
fit that
shade, no
team.
disrespect to Stephon, but that dude was
What?
seriously bringing down that locker room. He held up training camp last year over some antics, bro.
Yeah.
You
You
could have
you can't
kept
have
Him and
Gabe
Josh.
Davis.
Yeah, he could have kept Gabe
you
Davis. Yeah,
could
he should have.
have, but
Yeah, he should have kept
that
Gabe
I'll
Davis.
agree with you on. But them losing Stephon was the right call, just in my opinion.
Shout out to Baltimore defense. Defense was stellar. They have
Yeah,
gotten back to their
Yeah.
old ways now. They had
Shout out
Josh
to
Allen
Humphrey.
on the move, man. Josh Allen was man, he was man, they had him rolling. But Buffalo side, man, I gotta give it to Keon Coleman, man. Man, I mean, Josh Allen was throwing nice back shoulder fades. Oh my God, that dude's gonna be a star. Keon
big
Coleman
facts.
he is going to be a star. He held his against Baltimore. He was toasting the corners over there. Now Marlon Humphrey couldn't really keep up with him. And I really didn't realize how much of a big physical guy Keon Coleman is. Man, but shout out to him, man. He's a physical dude, yo. And that back shoulder fade, Josh Allen was throwing it to a T. But that defense was just too much for Buffalo. It was too much. They was hungry for that win. They wanted to beat Buffalo. This was a statement game for Baltimore Ravens defense. That defense. It was a statement for them to step up, and they
Yeah.
did. So by a score 35-10, Buffalo is no longer undefeated now. This next game was oh my God, sleeper.
Don't say that, host.
Yeah, bro. I know, but it turned around. It was the Tennessee Titans versus the Miami Dolphins. Titans win 31-12, but it was so refreshing to see Mason Rudolph. I was like, yo, where is the Mason Rudolph button? Are you kidding me? Put this dude in. Will Levis, he needs to sit down for the rest of the year, bro. He just needs to
Damn.
sit back and they really need to start. They're a whole nother team when Mason Rudolph was in. It was a whole nother team, man. I mean, it was successful drives when Mason Rudolph came in. I was like, yo, I mean, put this guy in. Mason Rudolph he could be a starter. Mason Rudolph, to me, at one time, he was the best backup in the league. I don't understand. I don't understand why Tennessee is not starting this guy. I mean, Will Levis is a turnover machine. Man,
Turnover
he put D.
machine, bro.
Man, he was putting the ball on D Hop, bro. Mason Rudolph. Come on, Tony Pollard got a boost of energy when Mason Rudolph came in. No team did. You see, they put up 31. But anyway, and
Can
then
we
on the
also
Miami
agree?
side. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
G. No. Go ahead.
Can we all agree that Ryan Tannehill should be a Miami Dolphin again?
He should. He should.
I
Yeah.
have thoughts on that. Um,
Uh,
I, I just love how like for years I've been telling y'all that certain quarterbacks are really good, and now years later y'all are finally starting to see the light. I just love
I've been
seeing
saying
that.
it.
Huh?
Landry was
Well, I've
good,
been
man.
seeing it. I've been seeing
Landry
it in
turned
Ryan.
into
I
it.
never believed it with Mason, but I've always
Landry
seen
turned
it with Ryan.
Look, in
Pittsburgh.
my
Pittsburgh
humble
had good
opinion,
backups.
Pittsburgh should have never cut him. He
Yeah.
literally turned their season around and led them to the playoffs. And I
He
personally
was their
believe he
last
could do the
hope.
same thing. He could do
Right.
the same thing with Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
But in regards to Miami, just my
Yeah,
opinion, right?
I got Miami too.
I personally feel like this game, but especially this season, has proven something. You can stick by Tua if you want to. The offense does look night and day when he's in the game versus when he's out.
Yes.
But if I'm Miami, given his injury history and the uncertainty of his availability,
Mhm.
whether it's in the second round, the third round, or the fourth round, at some point during this draft, the Miami Dolphins need to draft a backup quarterback who fits their offensive scheme. So
Agree.
that way, in the case that Tua does go out, the offense does not fall off. Because you and
Yes.
I know it hosts as Raider fans. Philly G is the ultimate testament to it as an Eagles fan. That backup quarterback position is damn near as important as the starter
Absolutely.
because when the starter goes out, if you got a competent backup, like I said, we're proof of it. You can go all the way and win a Super Bowl with a
Yeah,
backup if you got the
Philly G
right
won
one that can fit the system.
Philly G won Super Bowl with a backup. You know what I'm saying? We won
Yeah, that's
Super
what I'm
Bowl
saying.
with a
He did
backup.
it. We did it twice
Yeah.
with Jim Plunkett.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nick Foles is a
you got to
legend
invest in
because of
that
it.
backup, man.
Yeah.
I understand the emotional ties of Skylar Thompson, but you need somebody who can come in and do similar things to that offense that Tua Tagovailoa can do. And with
Absolutely.
all the air raid spread offenses in college, you should be able to
Absolutely.
put your scouting department together and find somebody that can fill in for him. But that's just my opinion.
I agree. I agree with Mark. What Miami needs to do, man. But this game right here, Miami has no fire. Oh my God, it's nobody. It's
It
no,
was
there's nobody.
bad.
Let me tell you something, man. And I think right now, I think if I was a Dolphins fan, I would kind of say I give him another year, but Mike McDaniel should be on the seat. I see no fire in this guy. I see no personality in this guy. Like your team is trash against one of the most trash teams in the league. Will Levis with all these turnovers, and they still beat the brakes off of them. It's you rolling
How
on
much
tour,
how
man.
much of that is because Will Levis got hurt early?
True.
Because if Will Levis might have stayed in that game longer, like well into halftime of the third quarter, who knows
I
how
didn't see
many
that.
turnovers he would have given them.
He
I didn't
probably
see
would have
that
gave
one.
up 6 at the rate that he was going.
I did not
Yeah.
see that one adjustment in the halftime. I did not see nothing from Mike McDaniel. You got Tariq Hill and Jay Waddle. Where were they? Where were they? Where was
Snoop ain't
Jalen
really a
Ramsey?
passer like that. Snoop is more of a
Where?
runner.
That's true. But they're the one that picked this guy up. But I'm not blaming. Snoop's only been there what, a week or two.
Yeah, a week.
So it's like I mean I'm not blaming him, but Mike McDaniel, man, you should come more prepared. You should
You're
really
supposed to
come
put
more
him in a
prepared,
position
man.
to win the game at best.
But again, you got two of the fastest players in the NFL. Where you strength? Come on. He's just sitting there. He's just sitting there with his nice gold Rolex on and his gold ring and his gold glasses. It's
And he
all
just
about
sitting there
swag,
chilling.
Style
man.
and
And
profile.
did y'all notice
Yeah, he's just
going
a
into the
styler, man.
halftime, right? Oh,
He
I'm
was
sorry.
pissing.
Go ahead.
No. You just pissing me off, man. 'Cause I'm like, oh, get some fire. Your team is getting
Yeah.
beat at home. At
It was
home, you're
like,
getting killed.
I
Like, out
I think
here.
it was 8 seconds left of the half or whatever. I think they had need the ball, whatever. But he's already going to the locker room, running and stuff. I'm like, meet with the team
Okay.
as they're coming in, and y'all need to hear some yelling coming from you or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to do something. Because those boos that were coming in,
He's the
bro,
kind of coach, bro.
I don't
Yeah,
think so either. And they don't last long in this league.
no, they don't. You gotta have
Kyle
some fire.
Shanahan?
Shanahan got fire.
Kyle's
Shanahan
different.
was a Super Bowl player.
But wait a minute, hold on now. He has Super Bowl appearances in recent memory. Let's not act like, Kyle can do whatever the hell he wants
He's smart. He
because
is.
he's bringing something to the table. Let Nick Sirianni try that shit.
I
He can't
I
do
don't see.
that. Mike
I
McDaniels
don't
can't
see.
either.
Yeah. I don't see the connection with these players with Mike McDaniel, except for Tua. You got to have some kind of connection. Your player should be ready to run through a wall with you. It's kind of like the Raiders. Everybody loves Antonio
Yes.
Pierce, so they connect with Antonio Pierce. Nobody's
And that's
connecting
what
with
makes
Mike
it
McDaniel.
different for y'all. Y'all have
Exactly.
somebody that they're willing to run through a
Right.
wall for.
And Miami has a lot of talent. They have a lot of great talent, but it's nothing. It's nobody over there trying to rally this team together. You need a captain on your team to rally you when you are down. That's very, very important on
And
every
I thought it
team.
would have been Jalen Ramsey, but where's he
Yeah,
been?
Yeah, the biggest mouth on
collecting
the
a
team. I'm
paycheck.
like, out of here. He's nothing. Tariq Hill, nothing. Jalen Waddle,
Nothing.
who? He's invisible. Where is he at? This team is all, as we can see now. This team runs on Tua fuel. Sad, 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 sad. All
And
right, last game. We got last game of this Monday night doubleheader. The Detroit Lions, they defeat the Seattle Seahawks 42-29. Both team, Seattle is no longer undefeated now as well. Philly Lions and the Seahawks. What are your take on it?
not even my bird, but I'm pissed off. The way that Seattle ended that game, not once did he look the Noah Fant's way. And then the last play of the game, you didn't even know what the hell was going on. It was just a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
Now
terrible.
the game as a whole, y'all look like y'all were gonna come back and win.
Yeah,
But
but too late.
you gotta get people going, bro. And
Too late.
defense was just getting beat. Let's talk about that. Like if I'm talking about the Seahawks first, they were just getting beat on defense. There's
Oh
nothing to say
yeah,
about that.
that defense was getting
Offense,
murked.
like I said, offense looked ridiculous. Yeah, y'all got punched in the mouth and didn't know how to get up.
Yeah,
Detroit, I already knew. I think I realized that Detroit was going to win later in the game when Jamison went off for the what was that 75 yards, just
Yeah,
first play, just ripped it. I was like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, Detroit's going to walk away with this. Not even just walk away. They took it from the Seahawks.
Yeah, they really, yeah.
Their their defense is going crazy now. The penalties, what is passing interference again? I don't know. But the penalties and stuff, man, it's gotta stop. The
Oh, it's
laundry
getting
on the
bad, bro.
field was just getting ridiculous.
Yeah,
But Detroit, man, Detroit's a problem. Jared Goff is a problem again this year.
he
Dare
took
I
every team.
say, dare I say the NFC might go fully through the North. No disrespect to the 49ers and them out west. No
Could
disrespect to
be.
the team, well, really all disrespect to the team they just beat. But
Yeah,
I can see the Detroit Lions and probably Minnesota going off these 4 weeks. We might be seeing an NFC Championship showdown between them.
you just could never know. Never know. Mark.
um, great game for Detroit. Actually, that was just a great game overall. Highly competitive, back and forth. You really couldn't take your eyes off of it. Even if you wanted to. Like I noticed a lot during the Miami and Tennessee game. They kept showing the double screens, like showing people what was going on in Detroit because it
Smart,
was that good of
smart.
a game. Um, my takeaways from it: the refs missed a blatant and obvious call.
I knew he was going
Like
there.
DK had
Yeah,
possession, the knee was down in bounds,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they called it incomplete.
yeah,
That it wasn't a deciding factor of the game, but it definitely could have turned the tide because at that
yeah,
point they would have
yeah.
been within one score
Absolutely,
of the lead and probably would have been
absolutely,
extra fired up to go
Because
out
his
there and
shin
get
was
it.
down too. His shin
yeah,
was down.
Yeah,
yeah. That's true. I
one
agree
knee
with you.
equals 2 feet,
That's
as
true.
the analysts like to say a lot.
That's true.
So that was one big miss by the refs. I don't know how replay didn't get involved. Like I don't understand that one. But my biggest beef coming out of this game, and I know you're a rookie head coach, but you have some playmakers on that defense. Mike McDonald, your calling card is your defensive prowess. How in the world are you a defensive minded head coach who had 8 days to prepare for this game and you let Jared Goff go 18 of 18 on you? Come on, bro.
Insane.
That man did not have a single incompletion the entire game.
Yeah, terrible.
Bro, and you a defensive head coach. That's
And
that's
you're undefeated.
not That's not a good look at all, my man. You
Like
got to
I
clean that
said,
up.
they weren't
But
expecting the cats to come out like that.
There you go.
and for what reason, I will never know. Like
Me
this
either.
is a team that was literally a few decisions away from being in the Super Bowl last year. You can't take them lightly, and that's on the head coach. God bless Gino on the offense. They played their hearts out and they tried. They really did try to will that team to victory. But I kind of put the blame for this loss on the head coach Mike McDonald. You are supposed to be a defensive guy, and the opposing quarterback did not have a single incompletion on you all game. That's not gonna cut it, man.
I agree with Mark. In short terms, I definitely agree with Mark. Yeah, the defense just let them down. The Lions kept them in the middle of the field the whole time. The Lions basically was doing anything and everything what they wanted to to that defense. But the Hawks offense was pretty good. Geno Smith, they was rolling pretty good. But that, like I agree with you, Mark, that defense was just terrible. Like I said, and man, Montgomery, man, he was a
Boy, he won angry runs today too.
Yeah, boy, he was straight balling. Oh my God, they couldn't get him down. But again, man, that Lions team, they really had their way with that defense. They really had their way. And the Lions, man, they are a really good team at home. Ford Field.
Yeah.
Not the Silver
Not the Silver Dome.
But man, they are a really good team at home. Those Lions fans has really come aboard and got more louder than they were last year. And it's good to see, man, because they were just one of the worst franchises for years and years. Even after Barry, of course. But but I'm glad to see them coming out now. They look terrific.
Yeah, man.
Jared Goff looks like a whole new player. 18 for 18. That's impressive. Dan Quinn has really turned that, man. He's more and more we see Dan Quinn in the Lions. He's turning that team around, man. They, like Philly G said, they're beginning to be a powerhouse. They're beginning to be a powerhouse in the NFC. And they're starting to kick ass and take some names with it. So it's good to see Detroit going, man. It's good to see him, man. It's good to see him rolling. Definitely, I believe definitely see them in the playoffs. And like Mark said, they were just a hiccup away, and they went away the NFC Championship game. Division. I'm sorry, division. And that was holy hell. That was impressive right there, man. So the sky's the limit for the Detroit Lions, man. I'm glad that they're doing good, man. They are doing really good. They're rolling right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's week 4. That is week 4 reviews here. Week 4 reviews. And we passed them here. Now, to reveal real quickly who is the king of week 4 in the predictions here. Hit my music.
All right, Coach Brown.
You catch it on the shit quick. All righty. Bringing up the rear. Philly G. Philly G. 5-11. He ain't so good, man. Bringing up the rear. Evo, who actually went 12-3, but he didn't give me a Thursday. He didn't give me a Thursday night game. The 2 behind Philly G. The tie. It was the dog and Mark. They both went 9-7. 9-7. Between me and Rock. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner and king of week 4 is me. I gets another
I ain't mad
title,
at it.
baby. I gets another title. Rockstar Rock went 9-5. He didn't give me the Raiders game. He didn't give me that. He didn't give me a Raiders game. He's missing a Raiders game and a Thursday night game. Y'all got to give me them Thursday night games now. You got to give me them Thursday night games. I went 10-6. And what bailed me out was the Lions. The Lions bailed me out. I switched. I went to Dolphins. I went Titans at first, and then I went Dolphins. But the Lions bailed me out. So I am your king again. I'll be king again for week 4, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to like this prediction thing with y'all, man. I got me a belt.
I might have to
Belt,
become.
man.
I might have to start a group with Mark and have to shock the system because this is some bullshit.
I mean, I'm still the greatest predictor of all time. So
yeah, bro.
If you want to hit your wide, on my bandwagon, you're more than welcome to, bro.
15-1, bro. I gotta get them all, bro.
Fucking Matt Prater, man.
I was going through. I was going through calculating. I was like, damn. Damn.
Matt Prater, man.
I mean, I've had my moments.
All he had to do was just make a field goal in a dome.
He did, man. He's
Bruh.
Close.
Because I've called a few games right down there.
You would have had to have called it my award.
Yeah, bro. I think Mark is he's the greatest predictor. 15-1 is insane, bro.
And that was week 17, no less. The most
I'm gonna try to go
unpredictable week
16.
of all.
You got that shit. I was impressed just tallying everything up. I was like, yo, Mark is on one, bro. Let's get this dude the king right now. Forget. I don't even care if he win one all season. That right there is enough alone. God damn. Let's get out of here because my stomach is growling, man. That's our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, the review show. So please hit that thumbs up for Mr. Philly G and Mr. Episode himself, man. Hit that thumbs up for these two fine gentlemen right here, man. And remember, the Riddle Sports t-shirts and hoodies. Get them hoodies. It's fire. Got some on the way coming. The link is in the description box below. It's blue. Click on it. At least check out the store. At least check it out. See what you can get, man. Check it out, man. Also, man, we want to thank our sponsors at Bonfire. Thank them for being the official store of the Riddle Sports Podcast. Also, there's something in there for the ladies, too. Something in there for the ladies. Y'all ladies, go get your t-shirts. We're going to get out of here tonight, man. Again, thank you guys for watching. Billy G, what you got for the peeps?
Hey, always remember, ain't nothing but the tide, baby. Fly Eagles flying, all that. But as I said earlier, this is the greatest podcast of all time.
Yeah, you better know it.
And hey, hit that like button. Share with your friends and your family. Go ahead and turn on the notifications, all the bells and everything. Hey, be in the live chat. Be one of the live dogs. Ho, 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 ho. And always remember, and because I know host is going to say it anyway, but always remember, be safe, stay safe, and that's an order. Yes, sir.
Hey, take a village to raise a child. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, he stole my stick. We'll be back. I don't even know how to come back out there, but anyway, we'll be back next Saturday. This Saturday right here, we'll be back where we will have the reviews from Thursday. Oh, matter of fact, oh Lord, reviews. See, I went ahead of myself. Bucks or the Falcons? Mark?
Bro. I'm rolling Baker Mayfield until the day I die.
So
Baker freaking Mayfield.
I got Chris Godwin on my team, man.
You see it?
I got I got wide receiver one Chris Godwin on my team.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. Atlanta, don't
The
fuck
Bucks on
me on
this one.
this.
Right.
Don't
I'm
fuck
gonna
me
go
on
with
this
the
one.
Falcons. I'm gonna go with
Of
the
course you
Falcons,
would.
man. I'm gonna go with the youth. I'm gonna go with the youth. I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Okay.
ATL shouting. There we go. It's in. So again, we will have the reviews for Thursday night game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South Classic here, and the picks for Week 5. And right after the Real Sports Talk Show, man, we will have an episode of the Real Man to Man Barbershop, and folks, you do not want to miss it. It is going to be an emotional but uplifting episode. No sports talk, just men getting together, talking about the fact of life and encouraging one another, battling day-to-day issues as a man. So come join us this Saturday, the Real Sports Talk Show at 1 p.m. And following that, the Real Man to Man Barbershop. Now, Philly G, you can kill it.
Damn.
Hit it. Hit it, Philly G.
Well, hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, all that. Be safe, stay safe, and that's an order.